founder of the Marketing Success Institute that has been said. I also created a system called the 7 Pillars of Successful Marketing. Today, in the short time we have, I'm not going to touch on the 7 pillars, but I am going to share with you 5 ways to build your revenues in a down economy. 2 things you need to understand as I get started here. First of all is the fact that I'm going to use the word client exclusively as I talk about the people who do business with you. Now, in your business, you may call them clients, you may call them customers, but I call them clients, and the reason for that is this. A customer, by definition, is one who transacts business with another party. Pretty cold, not anything that you can take very good control of or do much with, whereas client, by definition, is one under the care or protection of another. There's a big difference to me there. So I don't care if you own a retail store or what you do, you need to have clients regardless of what your industry calls those people. Another thing I want you to bear in mind is that there are only 3 categories of ways to grow the revenues in your business. And those are to have more clients, have those clients spend more money on average per transaction, or have those transactions happen more often. Now, of course, having all 3 of those things happening for your business is ultimately what you want to do. Now, as I dive into these 5 ways to increase revenues in a down economy, I'm going to make a little offer here. If anybody here is doing all 5 of these currently, I have a gift for you. It's a $50 gift. It's a very valuable gift. You will like it. So please see me afterward and let me know, and I will give that. And that's not the first person. That's if everybody here is doing it. I'm happy to give it to you. And I'm pretty sure I'm not going to give any of those away. But we'll see. First thing I want to talk about here today is reactivating past clients. Many of us, especially small business owners, spend all of our time, all of our energy, all of our marketing dollars on bringing new clients through the door. And then after they do business with us, we forget about them and they fall by the wayside. Whether you have a database, old invoices, anything that you can use to get that information, reactivating dead clients, idle clients right now is an absolutely phenomenal way to get your revenues increased. There's a business right here in Provo that I work with, looking in 1970s, 1980s, technology-wise. We pulled out all of their old invoices, had a data entry person go through and enter that information, contacted those folks, and this is no lie, we doubled their revenues in 30 days, just going back to those old clients. So it's very valuable for a lot of businesses. Second thing, making new offerings to existing clients. We get in the trenches, we get doing what we're doing, and we forget sometimes that just because a client's purchasing one thing from us, a product or a service, doesn't mean they're even aware of everything else that we offer. Often in companies, that's a place that we find a real gold mine. People are buying just 1 or 2 things from you when you have 10 to offer, and just by simply making your client base aware of all of those offerings, you can dramatically increase your revenues. Another thing you can do right now is look at new products or services that you can offer to your existing lineup. Often companies have a great opportunity to bring a new product or service line on and be able to introduce those to their existing client base with great results instantly. Number 3 is to repackage or repurpose our existing products or services. Now, what this means, this doesn't mean actually make new boxes for the products or whatever, but it's a new way of spinning whatever it is that you already have. Here's just an example. I worked with a cabinet maker. They specialized in new homes, high-end homes, and when the building started to slow down a little bit, or a lot, all of a sudden, of course, their business was dying off. So we looked at a little market research and saw that what people are doing is more remodeling. And so they shifted into that and packaged what they were doing specifically into the remodeling market, made the connections they needed to in that market, and moved forward very successfully with that. That is a repackaging or repurposing. Another thing you can do is bundle your products and services. Often people look, I still remember the first time I ever walked in to a fast food restaurant and saw a combo meal. It was in a Carl's Jr. in Southern California many years ago. And I looked up at the board and it caught me off guard at first. And then when it started to sink in and I realized what they were doing, I thought, wow, somebody is a genius. And of course, now everybody does that. You have that same opportunity with your products and services to bundle those to where somebody that might have come in and spent X amount now spends 2X, even though they're getting more value than that 2X out of that. So look at bundling that. That's another way to repackage or repurpose your products and services. Number 4 is leverage other people's clients. And there's 3 ways. There's a lot of ways to do this. I want to share 3 ways. And the reason I want to share these is because they are low cost, they're really quick and easy to implement, and they're proven. Those 3 are, first of all, cross-promotions. Cross-promotion partners are plentiful. Depending on the business you're in, you may go with somebody else who's allied in your industry. You may reach totally outside your industry. One great cross-promotion partner I've found over the years, regardless of your industry, is the restaurant business. Everybody loves to eat out. So to have a restaurant as a cross-promo partner works very well because people get excited about being able to go and eat out. And with the time I have, I'm not going to get into what a cross-promotion is. If you have questions on that, I'm more than happy to talk to you about that. The second is joint ventures. Joint ventures, I saw one the other day that really caught my attention. It was a great, great joint venture. It was between, if you can believe it, the Wall Street Journal and a home delivery wine company, and it's called WSJ Wine. I looked at that and I thought, that's beautiful. You've got a bunch of readers who are in the income bracket and the lifestyle types, many of whom love wine. And you've got an established home delivery wine company who has a great client base already, but would love to expand that. By simply making that joint venture between those 2 companies, everybody wins. There are opportunities for every one of you to enter into joint ventures right now. The third under this category is affiliate programs, which is basically simply getting other people who are already in front of the audience you want to be in front of to become your salespeople. You can do this online, you can do this offline, doesn't matter what you do. Again, you have the opportunity to build a sales force of people who are already out there selling to the people you would like to be selling to through those programs. So those all fall under method number 4, leveraging others' clients. Let's go to number 5, our final way here, and that is to add value without adding much cost. Now this can tie back. I talked about bundling your products and services. This is something that we very commonly do with clients, where you're adding more value to a purchase. Let's say there's something you sell for $100. Let's say all of your items are $100. We'll keep it easy. Well, you package 5 of those together, and now you sell it for $300. You've added significant value there, while tripling your transaction amount with each of those clients. So that's one thing you can look at. Another thing you can do is look at adding low-cost items to your current offerings. We have a client right now who has retail stores all over the country, and in looking at their, what we call our hidden marketing assets, we found that they have a huge inventory of music CDs that haven't moved over the years. They're into these CDs about $1.20 a piece, actual cost. So we help them put together a promotion that they are giving away those CDs, and they retail for $15 to $17. It's a free CD with every $50 purchase. So it's a huge value to the client. It's something that they already want. It's already in the category that they want. It's clearing inventory out that these folks have sitting idle, and of course it's increasing sales in the process. And so adding value without adding much cost is something that you can do in your business as well on that 5th item. There are other things you can do, obviously within each of these 5 areas, other than the few that I had mentioned. So when you get that PDF, you can look through those things, brainstorm with your own team, your own in-house people, look at things that you can apply in those areas. And then again, take a look at where they fall into those 3 mores that I shared. Are we looking at getting more clients? Are we looking at getting more money per transaction? Are we looking at having those transactions happen more often? What's the focus of this particular action that we're taking? And make sure that you're focused on those and pushing to get all 3 of those happening with all of your clients.